What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping in. Today we are talking about some of my favorite recent affordable EDC knives. If you like knife and EDC content, you're in the right spot. I release daily videos, and hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people. Let us know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. So we are going to kick the list off with the Fintizo Parrot here, and I did save the best for last in this case. So the Fintizo Parrot coming in 14C 28N steel. We have a nice sheep's foot blade with a satin finish, dual thumb studs for the deployment. This is going to be a button plunge lock with aluminum handles. We have a deep carry clip that is going to be reversible. And best of all, these are going to come in right around $50. Fintizo has really stepped up their game over this year. Over 2024, I've seen them go step up, step up, step up, and just keep going. And this is one of their most recent knives, and it really shows they're trying to get better and better. Next up, we're taking a look at the newest Canary. This is the Glide Lock Canary from QSP. We're looking at 14C 28N steel. We have dual thumb studs for deployment. Nice, thin drop point blade. There's going to be a ton of different variations that you can choose from. We're looking at blue G10 with all blacked out hardware on this guy, and we do have a nice deep carry clip that's going to be reversible, and we do have a filler tab in there, keeping the aesthetic of this knife very clean. Great sharpening choil, and if you like a strong feeling detent, this is going to be right up your alley somehow, some way. They have tuned these off the kickoff there to really feel like this is a detent. I've seen some people say it's a little too strong for them, and I could see that, but there are a lot of people out there who like a strong feeling detent, and if you're one of them people and you're looking for a crossbar lock, this might be a very good option because that opening action is no joke and does not feel like a crossbar lock at all. Next up, we have the exclusive PKT Gear SRM 255, and PKT Gear is basically ran by SRM, and this is their new exclusive through PKT Gear. We are looking at 104 CR steel, which is equivalent to S35VN. From what I have read and seen, 61 to 63 on the HRC. So time will tell, but it seems there's already been testing done on it, and it does seem to perform like S35. This thing came razor sharp, one of the sharpest knives I've ever gotten out of the box, no question about it. If you want to check out the unboxing for this knife, I'll link it down in the description there, along with the rest of these knives. We have micarta, they have carbon fiber, they have several different versions, G10, micarta, carbon fiber, they have uncoated, coated blades. I'll link PKT Gear down below so you can head over there and check these out. They are very fair priced as well for what you're getting, and SRM does a phenomenal job on their crossbar locks, the action, the closing action, very, very good. Nice sharpening choil there. SRM 255 is a staple in SRM's catalog, and it is a fantastic, affordable knife. Next up, the new Home. Now, I do have quite a bit of experience with the Home series because I checked out a couple of the original drop, and they just released a bunch of new ones. They have a couple more affordable ones, and then they brought in a couple of more premium ones in like S90V and micarta, I believe. But these are going to be two of the newer versions that are in the more affordable realm, right around 55 bucks. And you can kind of pick your poison. If you want something a little bit lighter, you can go with the blue and uncoated, or if you like that darker midnight look, you can go with the purple and the coated. But we're looking at RPM 9, aluminum bolsters, and then depending on which inlay you get, or like I said, they have S90V, they have micarta. I'll link all of them down below in the description. They do come with a little lanyard here. We are looking at a deep carry clip, and it is going to be reversible. We do have a secondary lock here, and in the unboxing we go over that a little bit more. That is mainly just a secondary lock in the sense that it is helping prohibit the blade from falling if the button were to get closed. It's not actually a secondary lock in the sense that it's going to keep the blade, locked up. It is more for the button than anything else. I think people, have failed to realize that it's not actually a lock for the blade. It's more of a lock for the button. So that is something to keep in mind. As a right-hander, I have paid no mind to that button at all. If you're a lefty, then I can see activating it. If you're going to be choking up there, activate it. You have a little bit of added peace of mind. Disengage it and close it up and be on your merry way. But as a righty, because you're pushing it to engage it into where you're going to be squeezing, it might stay engaged, it might not. I would, personally not bother with it, but it is cool that they've added that in. They're thinking about having a safer folding knife, thinking about lefties, that sort of thing. I give Artisan Cutlery props. Is it perfect? No, but I like where their head is, and with, some more invested into it, I think they are really onto something. Next up, we got the Kubey Knives, brand new Schillen cutter. This thing is awesome. Comes in 154 cm, or you can pick it up in LMAX. I hope they're still available when you're seeing this. This is the 154 satin version with G10. They also come in aluminum if you get the LMAX version. This knife is awesome. It's extremely comfortable. You got that nice low drop point, leaf shaped blade, Schillen blade shape. You have dual thumb studs, front and rear flipper that are all done very well. And because this is sporting their Vanker lock, their pivot base lock, we have a true detent in there. So you get a very satisfying deployment. And the front and rear flippers work very, very well, especially for the index rollover and the reach around. That front flipper works very, very well. Thumb rollover as well works very good. And these are going to be very fair priced, very, very comfortable, especially in that choked up grip. In the standard grip, I can get a squeezed 4-finger grip on there, but I would pretty much live up here and then spread out across the handle. I think small to XL hands will fit on this thing no problem just because of how it's laid out. It is basically the younger brother to the Nightshade. And next up, we have the Remet RTBG. And I said it in the unboxing, I think it was. When I got this, I've had a lot of experience with Remet from the year they started, which was 2 years ago. They were under a different name. I believe it was their first knife. I tried it, and I've tried a bunch of knives in between then and now. And when I got this RTBG out of the box, it felt like this was a different company. And it was hard to put into words, but they have really turned a 180 there at Remet. I don't know if they have really been learning over the last year or two, or if they hired new people or added new people or both, or what's going on, but whatever it is, I hope they keep it up. This knife is fantastic, and I mean, it is crispy good from tip to butt, sharp as hell out of the box, great fit and finish. We have very nicely done and placed thumb studs so that you can get a ton of leverage on there for the thumb and reverse flick. Nice sharpening choil. We have a very well done rear flipper tab, and then you can get a ton of control over this entire knife. You have that 50-50 area here to choke up behind that edge. You can use that to get up on that modified drop point sheep's foot blade and get up on that tip for precise work. We have contour G10 handles, a nice deep carry clip that's been recessed, and then we do have a full-size titanium toothpick that'll be housed in that show side and does look very good. You have a couple of speed holes back here, and those don't bother me one bit. I think it goes with the flow of the knife and looks clean. G10 backspacer with a lanyard post for the lanyard fans. And then we do have steel liners making this a very rigid feeling knife. But after getting this knife out of the box, I couldn't put this thing down. Just, it's so good. They really fine-tuned this knife. And then checking out the Peregrine Falcon, I'm calling Remet the most refined company of the year. I think they have really stepped up. Most improved, most refined company of the year of 2024 is going to Remet, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think of the list. Let me know who's your most improved company of the year. That's just mine for me personally, just based on everything I've handled over the last couple of years and knowing where Remet was when they first started and where they are now. They have really come a long way. Let me know which one was your favorite, guys. I'll have all of these knives linked down below in the description. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. If you're new, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Ring that bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. I will put up a couple of new videos on your screen. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.